Hello, fellow business owners. My name is Glenn Ingram with Web Search Pros, and I want to share with you a little bit of information. Please give me at least a few minutes to watch this video. The first part may sound a little bit negative. I want to run through it real quick, but I want to tell you why I'm really talking to you. I'm talking to you because there is the Americans with Disabilities Act that is being applied to now due to some court cases to websites. California has the Unruh Act that talks about accessibility for websites. So why I'm talking to you about that is because of these rules, because of these laws, you may be able to qualify for tax credits for working with a company that is understands website accessibility and compliance and is qualified to build and maintain proper websites for you. So let's jump into tax credits because I love me some tax credits. If you Google tax form 8826, this is the disabled access credit. It was, I think, initially created for small businesses to be able to make their businesses more accessible to people with disabilities. But with some conversations that I've had with CPAs, attorneys, and tax attorneys, and for a quick disclaimer, I am none of those. I am not an attorney. I'm not a CPA. I'm not a tax professional. Please take everything that I'm saying to you and go to your professionals and ask them if you qualify. So when this started, tax form 8826 federally was introduced for small businesses, and it's for people that are S corporations and stuff like that. If not, if you just read the page 2 of it, it'll tell you if you should be on form 8826 or form 3800. So who's eligible and who's considered a small business? If you have less than $1 million in revenue, or, and you see that or is bold because that's very important, it's just one or the other, you have less than 30 full-time employees, and I think somewhere in here it says half the year. But again, do a little bit of research, see if the form is, ask your tax professional if you qualify. Because if you do, each year that you spend $250 on accessibility, every dollar you spend after that, up to $10,000, you can qualify for a 50% tax credit. That's right, and this falls under, my perception is Code 44 of the tax law, so it's something that you can do each year. California also has a tax credit for the first 250 that you can get a 50% tax credit for from the state. So basically, anytime you work with a qualified accessibility-based web design marketing company, you can qualify for tax credits that cover half of what you're going to spend up to $10,000. Now let's take a look at this tax credit. Let's use this example that you paid $4,000 for a new website, and this is just example purposes. Please don't freak out. To maintain, host, SSL, securities, edits, and to do quarterly audits for a website runs $200 a month. So let's say you hired us today to build a website for you. June 1st through December 1st, you were paying $200 a month for all the work that goes into maintaining accessibility. You would pay us over the course of the next 7 to 8 months $5,400. Now, for that $5,400, you would qualify, if you live in the state of California, for a $125 state tax credit and a $2,575 federal tax credit. So as you can see from simple numbers, in 2020, if you paid us $5,400, your net expense would be half of that, or $2,700, once you received your tax credits. And here's the important thing to understand about a credit that I didn't realize when I started getting involved in this part of internet marketing and websites a couple years ago, is a credit is not a deduction. A deduction means you take business expense off of what you made for the year to determine what your profit is, and then that's what determines what your tax burden is. A credit means if you were to file your taxes next year, and if you had worked with a company like ours, and you had $3,000 worth of federal tax burden, or how much you should pay the federal tax credit, you would subtract $2,575 from that $3,000, and you would owe Uncle Sam at the end of the year $425. So let's look at next year. Let's say you don't do anything else with us next year, and we just have the maintenance of $200 a month for $2,400. again, once you got your $125 if you're a California-based business and $1,075 back from federal, you in all essence paid $1,200 for the year or $100 a month to have a website that does work for everybody. So this accessibility tax credit, I think, is huge. It's really going to help a lot of businesses have websites that are a lot more professional, a lot more built for conversion, and probably will operate better with our friends at Google, because a lot of the little things, hoops you have to jump through for Google to make your website appear more are based on the same web standards that accessibility to work for people that are disabled are built off of. So it's just going to be a better website that you can have for your business that's going to work better for you. So again, the federal tax form is 8826. If you Google tax incentives for California for accessibility, if you're in Massachusetts, if you type in Massachusetts, a lot of states have different ways of helping you fund or pay for anything related to accessibility, which is very important, because if we can have a better website for you and it's going to cost you less, why not do that? Some of the reasons and the emphasis for this now, so you know also, if you are in states like California, Florida, New York, there have been a lot of businesses that have been sued for this. So we can help protect you perhaps from being sued. If you are sued, we can give you documentation to provide to your attorney. So hopefully this lawsuit would go away quickly for little to no money. So we can help protect you from the legal aspect, but more importantly, we can help you get a good, better website 9.5 times out of 10 than what you have for money that's paid for by our state and or federal governments. So I hope this was helpful. Again, my name is Glenn Ingram with Web Search Pros. I will put some links to our website down below. If we can help you, please feel free to reach out. Have a good day.